we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go.
Look at that, oh my gosh, woo! Just want to come on and say hello. It has been 1 year since I joined the US Air Force. So yes, I actually left for basic training March 23rd, 2021. Bye. I gotta go. Bye. This is our last flight, and then it's off to boot camp. Now this video might be out a couple days later because I gotta edit, but listen, it's okay. What a better time to go over what I've learned in this 1 year. Some of this stuff is probably just gonna be geared towards me and what I went through, but a lot of it is going to help you guys, either if you're in or if you're about to go in, you're still trying to enlist. All this should be helping you, okay? So I'm on my lunch break right now, so we're just gonna get through this before I have to go back, okay? So if you guys do not know, my name is Dominga. I have finally enlisted in the Air Force after 6 years of trying. In the enlistment process, I documented the whole journey, losing 60 pounds, getting permanently disqualified for eczema, which was a misdiagnosis, and I fought that. Some things have been happening with me and my Air Force journey. And I go, what happened? You've been disqualified from the Air Force. And I said, what do you mean? I went over pretty much, I had 4 recruiters, different recruiters, and I've taken the ASVAB about 5 times. So why? I have a whole bunch of videos. You can go watch them and understand why. After so many years of trying, you got to take the ASVAB so many times because it keeps expiring, but that's besides the point. We're gonna get into what I've learned over this first 12 months, this first year. Happy anniversary, Air Force to me. First thing, this goes for me, this goes for probably everybody that I've talked to in the military, is stay consistent with your health and fitness. Stay consistent with your health and fitness. In BMT, it's easy, you have to do it. In tech school, pretty much the same thing. It's easy, you have to do it. Sometimes it's not as much as BMT, especially at my tech school. They, listen, you eat a lot and the workouts are like mediocre, yeah. If you don't stay consistent, especially when you get operational, let me tell y'all something really quick. When I came to my first base, it was during the holiday season. I came before Thanksgiving. And when I tell you, everyone in my clinic, and if you guys don't know, I'm a mental health technician, everyone in my clinic cooks, bakes, buys candy and foods and snacks. Yeah, I have a, maybe I'll show. The Easter basket, that's actually a Halloween basket. When I was here, this was filled up with candy. Now this is filled up with candy. Anyways, so when I tell you, you either need to have a very, very strong willpower or just eat a little bit at a time. I fluctuate, okay? Fluctuate. And that's why I'm saying that is my #1 tip, is keep consistent. Whether that's working out, eating right, all together. Listen, it depends on your DFAC as well. Ours has a little salad bar and then they have other foods, but it really depends on you, what you're gonna put in your body. Are you gonna continue to work out after basic training, after tech school? Are you gonna continue to do that? Because nobody's on you 24/7 saying, hey, you gotta wake up at this time and work out. After tech school, it feels amazing. You wanna just sit back, relax, go to sleep. You want to sleep forever, but that PT test's gonna come up. You're gonna start having to loosen the seams of your jacket, of your pants. You do not want that. And when I tell you, so many people that I've talked to have gained weight after tech school, even after BMT. I've gained weight, we talked about this. Another video is coming about that. My sweet May saying she gained a little something, but
Definitely.
It just kind of happens. I feel like it happens for so many reasons. But if you kind of stay on top of it and just have that mindset going into operational, saying like, all right, I'm gonna keep on it. And a lot of people, sometimes it's like families too. You have a child, you know, you're spending more time, you're going on vacation, you do all this stuff. Just make sure your health and your fitness is still a priority.
But also, like, the people that go to BMT and lose so much weight, like, example, me.
Or you're saying like you lose a whole bunch of weight and then you gain it back. For me, that didn't happen. It was when I went operational. Other things can cause weight gain, whether that's physical, you're not doing anything, mental, emotional, a whole bunch of things. So you need to mentally prepare. When I say mentally prepare, I'm saying mentally prepare for a change in your free time. They're not gonna tell you to go work out whenever or eat this, eat that. You really have to take that, run with that. However you're going to. If health and fitness are a big part of your life, and obviously if you're in the military, it should be. That's something that you're gonna have to mentally prepare for. Also, you're probably not going to be working out in the most fun times. You're either gonna be working out after work when you're tired, or you're gonna be working up way before work at 4:30 when you're tired. So it just depends. For myself, I like to get up at like 4:30, go to the gym at 5 when I do. For food, I still track, but still trying to find that perfect balance for myself, and please take it from me. It is better to stay consistent after tech school than stop and then have to restart all over again. For your first year after tech school, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, your free time is still Air Force free time. So that means you're still working on your CDCs, you're still figuring out your job, a lot of training. You're trying to volunteer, you're trying to get that BTZ, you're learning all the extra duties that you have to do that you didn't know, that your recruiter didn't tell you about, but hey, we have to do extra duties. And then after you're done studying for CDCs, you take the EOC, and you're done with that, you can finally decide if you want to start school. Well, you should probably decide that before you take CDCs, if you want to start or not. I'm still not sure, but that's besides the point. Let's say you do want to start school. All right, so now you got to find a school to go to. Now you have to find, whether it's online or in person, you have to go to your career development, see what your plan is to go after. Because if you're like me and you signed a 4-year, you're still deciding, am I gonna stay in and re-enlist, or am I gonna get out? And if you get out, you got to have a plan of when you're gonna get out and what you're gonna do. So it all just kind of comes like really quick. This first year has come so quick for me, especially I've only been working here at my first base for 6 months now. So it's come very fast. So my tech school was 2 months. I've been here for 6 months. And then if you want to do Skill Bridge at the end of your contract, which is the last 6 months of your contract, you do an internship. I will probably have another video about that later on, but you could do Skill Bridge, and then that takes off the last 6 months. So really, if you think about it, I'm only going to be operational for 3 years. Like, I am going to have this job for 3 years only. And so you have to find out what you want to do. Do you want to stay in? Do you want to continue with the job that you have? Do you want to stay in and cross train? Do you want to stay in and commission one day? Do you want to get out and find a new, completely different job than the one you have in the military? Do you want to get out and go a different route? Do you want to try that Skill Bridge program where it's 6 months of you interning with a company and then continue with that company? Do you want to get out and continue school, start a family? There's so many things to think about, and so that's just one thing. Before you get in, I know me and my brother talked about this a lot. We wanted people who were going into the military to have a plan to get out if they were trying to get out. If they wanted to stay in, okay, but if they knew they were going in and then they were actually gonna leave after 4 years, 6 years, however many, to have a plan to get out. Do you want to go to school? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to start a family? Do you want to go to, you know, different things like that. So that is just something that has definitely been on my mind for a long time, even before joining. So that's just one thing that you guys can take with you before you join, or even if you're in now, maybe it's your first year or first couple years, think about what you want to do after and set yourself up now. Obviously, I have my channel and everything, and I'm working on more and more projects with my film, photography, with producing. So that is obviously something that I love to do. You guys know that, and I am just trying to grow it and grow it and grow it. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Nobody's in here. Yeah, I'm literally talking to myself.
Amazing. Are you practicing for something?
No, I'm filming a 1 year's in. Yes.
Oh, I love that.
So that I'm doing a video basically about what I learned in the 1 year that I've been in. So that's,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a blessing to
Yes.
share like the 6 years, you know, the struggle to get in and then
yes.
you're glowing. You're glowing.
Thank you.
That's so wonderful.
Anyways, yeah, so again, like I said, I am trying to build and just make things possible for me when I get out. When I'm ready to leave the Air Force, whenever that time is, I want to make sure that I have myself prepared and set.
Sorry.
How dare you? You trying to go to lunch? You trying to go to your lunch?
Good job, girl.
Alright. We're going to lunchy lunch.
One thing you learned in your first year being in the military.
Don't come in this corner. Come in this chair. What's one thing you learned being in now for 1 year?
Just make sure it's the right choice for you. It's not for everybody. It's definitely going to be a ride, ups and downs, but just try to focus on the positives. That's the one thing I learned is if you focus on the positives, that's how you make it. Because there's going to be a lot of bad, a lot of ugly. Especially as a lowly airman. If you're not married, you're a single airman, you're going to be living in the dorms, depending on the dorms you get. There's going to be a little tiny broom closet with a multi-purpose sink, and that's about all you get. So be ready for that lifestyle. Make sure that's the lifestyle you want. But if you almost finish college, and then come in as an officer.
And what if they only want to sign a 4 and get out?
Good luck with that.
That's not maybe. Just have a plan. Don't come in super blindsided of what's going on.
Be careful of the random diseases.
Be careful of the random diseases. You know, that is a good PSA, not even gonna lie. I'll keep that in there. Someone's gonna need it.
You guys speak friendly.
Okay, I am back. I just got out of work. I had to, so after my lunch, I went to go talk to a patient. And so now I am back and I will give you a couple more things that I learned from being in the military 1 year. Let's go for some good things. What are the good things that, okay, I joined, I thought they were good, they still good. What are the good things? Okay. One of the ones that we all know is saving money. Yes, you can save money, okay? So getting in, obviously you don't pay for food. Like if you're eating at the DFAC, they already taken the money out. So you're not paying extra, but you are paying. It's like $300, $400 a month, but that doesn't count because they already take it out before you get your check, okay? You don't have to pay for like room and board or utilities or lighting, electricity, stuff like that. What you are paying for is, let's say you got a car note, you got a phone, stuff like that. So you're paying for things like that, but if you got a car, the base has usually lower prices than the civilian world outside's gas stations. So you're also getting a discount on that. Speaking of discounts, I asked for a discount. One thing, a good thing I learned, always ask for a discount. There's some people who are like, oh, I hate asking for a discount. It makes me feel awkward. I hate asking for a discount. That's one of the reasons I joined. Discount me. You got a discount? Even if I'm like, they probably don't have it. You ask, you always ask. Because if it's not a discount, sometimes they're like, oh, well, you know, they'll work something out for you. And I love a good discount, okay? I love a good discount. Now you guys know if you're in already, some places in your town where you live, some places really like the military, some places don't really like the military. So that also depends, and you'll learn that coming in as well. I also learned that it's, we'll go backwards to the kind of the bad. Is it what it's all cracked up to be and all that? Listen, you have to take the military in strides. After basic training, you're on this really high of like, oh, you're either like super patriotic or you're just like, I just came out and I just did it, bah, 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 bah. Or I just came out of tech school, I'm about to start my job, you know? And then you start your job and your training and all that. But then once things kind of like plateau a little, you're kind of like on this high, you know, you're on this like plateau, and it's kind of, sometimes, you know, I've talked to a lot of people who have been in longer than me, and it seems like first year, second year, so around that time frame, there's like a loneliness that sets in, a depression that sets in. And so, and I knew this going in. I knew it coming in. What I didn't know is like all the extra stuff, the emotional stuff, the relational stuff, all that stuff that people go through and all that like make it kind of worse in a way. Another thing is my base. If y'all don't know, my base is very empty. Like when I came here, I didn't think anybody lived in these dorms. I really did not, because there was nobody coming outside. I would see 1 or 2 people, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 dorms on this side, 4 big buildings of dorms, and then another 2 on that side, and one of them is another tech school for other tech schoolers and stuff. And I was like, I'm only seeing bits and pieces of people, not bits and pieces of people, no, they was full, there was a full person. I was seeing the full bodies walk around, but like only people here and there. And I thought, oh, like no one goes here. Till I found out later that they do. It's just no one goes outside. Nobody, like, now that the weather's getting a little bit warmer, it's people here and there. I see little groups and stuff, the new tech schoolers, but nobody really, like, how do I say? It's not a big party base. It's not a lot of people base. They're very homebody. A lot of people are homebodies. A lot of people want to stay inside. And I like to go out, explore. So I'm so glad my suite mate, like, she loves to go out. And I found people who, like, we go out, we try new things. There's like a little mall, so we'll go there. But there's people who want to eat with me all the time, like who are adventurous with food. And so we will try like a whole bunch of different types of food that they have around here. They have pretty good selection, and I'll scour. Okay, I'll be scouring. So that's just one thing about the base. It's that lonely aspect to where you don't know what you're gonna get. And sometimes it just feels that, you know, it just feels like a kind of a plateau, because you're on such a high coming out of basic training and tech school that once you get to your base, you kind of are coasting just a little bit. There's obviously ways to help that and to improve that. I've been trying to find like local churches to go to. I've been trying to find like a main church that I want to go to. I'm still looking. There's a lot here, and so I'm still like looking for that. Getting friends, doing things off base, just a whole bunch of things. And I'll probably do videos on that as well, just like things to do, because if you don't know, you gotta be the one to go out and do everything. Because if you're not, you're gonna be stuck at a base with people who don't want to do anything, who are just in their rooms playing video games. So and then y'all already know I'm getting my car soon, so I'm gonna be gone. Like after work on the weekends, I'm out. I'm about to explore, find trails. They have great hiking here, so stuff like that. Another thing I learned 1 year, or at least in these 6 months, is take your leave. Take your leave. Please just use them all up. I'm about to use them up, especially in my career field. If you want to be a mental health technician, you're going to need that leave. You're going to need a mental break from your job throughout the year. And like, you're going to need it. If you have really good leadership, I have pretty good leadership. So they know if we got to take leave, we got to take leave. Like, even if it's like, I'm not going, it's not even like for vacation or family, like, well, sometimes vacation, but like, even if you got to go to just not go to work that day or something like that, it, like I said, depends on your leadership, but they know, because we obviously deal with a lot of things that can be kind of weighing on you. So especially if you're going through stuff outside of work, and then when you go into work, there's a whole bunch of like mental weight. It is a lot to deal with. So if you're going through something outside of work and then also going through something in work, meaning work, it can be a lot. It can be a lot. And so that's why you really got to find that time to go take leave, do what you need to do, or just find those different outlets. Because I know for my job, in my experience there, just it's a lot, like I said, especially if you're going through stuff outside of work. But on the other hand, if you have a job that's just stressful in general, not necessarily, doesn't have to be mental health, you're probably going through the same thing. So that's something that I learned, is take that leave, talk to family, talk to friends, go out with friends, traveling, you know. Also, another great thing is military is a great foundation. It is a great foundation, whether you're jumping off to go to school or to continue in the military or to start your own business or to start a family. It's a really good foundation, and there's a lot of opportunity, obviously, for growth, like if you want to like go up in ranks, but there's also a lot of opportunities to network. Obviously, I have my channel here, and so I can network with you guys as well. I network with a lot of you that are my followers and everything, that we become friends and we talk to people who are civilians, who are trying to get in the military, who are in different branches. That's something that I really like, is to be able to network with people. That can be for anything, business, that can also just be for like leisure. I know so many people in different states and different countries even now that, you know, sometimes like, hey, if you're out here, let's do something, or oh yeah, I'm gonna come to you or you're gonna come to me. Like, it's really cool to have those people around. And when you're in the military, you get to meet so many people, and that's why be friends with your higher ups, or like, not like weird, but like be friends with everybody, because they know so much. Obviously, they've been in longer than you, and so they know so much about opportunities and things to do. What my supervisor tells me like all the time, amazing things around here to do, and once I get my car, I'll do them. Okay, but until then, you know, I just have my list and I be writing them down. And so she tells me so much, like so much, and because I think she knows like, hey, this isn't maybe the funnest space, but there's a lot of things to do, a lot. And so I really enjoy that. I enjoy meeting people, networking with people, especially even later for like professional development, business, stuff like that. I really enjoy meeting people like that, and just, you know, kind of dipping my toe into different aspects that I probably couldn't before because I didn't know the people, if that makes sense. I had more, I think. If I have more, I left them at work, but I will probably put them in the description or in the first comment that I'll pin at the top of this video, and then you can see some of my other things that I've learned here. So what is next? What is for me? Okay, I'm going to have a plethora more of videos, so do not worry. This is only my first year. Only my first year. Like, that's crazy to say because it doesn't feel like it. It feels like, whew, I'm tired, but it don't feel like it's a year. It does not feel like it's a year. So be on the lookout. I am starting a new health and fitness series, because that was probably my biggest goal coming in, or at least one of my biggest, probably my biggest goal, is to take the weight off like I did, but also to maintain it. So now your girl's been up a little. It's been up because operational, like I said in the beginning, don't let yourself, don't fall off of everything that you did, you know. So I'm a little bit higher now. I want to come lower. I want to cut, and I'm ready to like get it, because I talked to a lot of y'all who are actually in the military, and everybody gaining or everybody losing the muscle that they built, or gaining the weight that they lost, or losing the weight that they gained. So everybody's kind of going through it right now. And so I just want to do a series on that. I feel like that's something that you guys really gravitate towards when I do my health and fitness videos. So that's something that I want to give you guys, and especially because I need it myself. I got a PT test coming up, and yeah, we got a little PT test coming up, and I want to look, it's almost summer. So, you know what I'm saying? Get that puppy. Right, yeah, so we're doing that. I got, like I said, my car is coming, so I'll probably do a video on that, talking about cars and buying and how to do that. And then I'm gonna do some vlogs, probably some military vlogs / travel vlogs / just me doing my thing vlogs, and just kind of fill this page up with a whole bunch of different videos for y'all. Let me know what you want to see down in the comments below, because I love when you guys give me suggestions, because they're usually really good. And I take them, so and I take those suggestions and run with it. So let me know. I got videos lined up, y'all. I have videos lined up, and if y'all want to see where I started, I got a whole playlist. Okay, and if you want to know about my health and fitness getting up here, that is something that you gotta see. So go ahead and click the video where I'm talking about my health and fitness journey because it was a journey, and you will see that soon. You will only really see it if you subscribe. So if that subscribe button is still red, go ahead and hit it till it is gray, and then go ahead and hit that bell button right there so you can know when I'm starting this series, when I start putting out all the other videos and everything like that. So shout out to all my girls at BMT. Happy anniversary to us, me, my girls, and everybody who joined March 23rd, 2021. All my boos, because I was dorm chief. So all my girls, I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Go ahead and watch that weight loss video. Whew, because that was crazy, and we will see you in the next video.